Okay. The cause and effect of AIDS. Rock figure Freddie Mercury was a carrier of AIDS, and unfortunately his life was taken from it. Also, rap legend Eazy-E, a rapper for the group NWA, was also a carrier of the disease, and his life was taken from it as well. Other iconic figures that currently have AIDS and are still alive is Magic Johnson, and recently Charlie Sheen came out in about 2015 saying that he was HIV positive with AIDS. AIDS can be contracted from having unprotected sex and from sharing needles and literally any bodily fluids going into each other and coming in contact with someone who has it can transmit it extremely easily. In order to educate the public about AIDS, we will focus on the history of the disease, the effects it has on its body, and what is being done to prevent AIDS from being spread. The history of AIDS. The earliest cases of AIDS were found in the Democratic Republic of Congo through a blood sample. It's been concluded that the virus spread from chimpanzees to humans as early as 1931 during what they called the brush meat trading era. Basically, guys were out hunting monkeys to eat them, the monkeys had the disease, and then that's what spread it to humans. One of the earliest cases confirming AIDS was in 1968, so this gave researchers a conclusion that AIDS were pretty present in the United States before 1966. According to History.com, in the early 1980s, the CDC published an article about 5 homosexual men that contracted a disease that started to become predominant in gay men. The disease spread through men into women who encountered a straight man who was with someone who was homosexual before, and then they began spreading the disease, calling it the gay plague. Effects of AIDS. According to the CDC, AIDS specifically attacks the T cell, which is the main cell in an immune system. Since AIDS attacks the cell, it makes it harder for the body to fight off other infections. A few common infections that arise with AIDS is tuberculosis and pneumonia. Pneumonia is what actually took Freddie Mercury's life and Eazy-E. Fighting back. The best way to fight the disease is learning ways to prevent it. Using safe sex practices and not sharing needles are 2 simple ways of preventing getting the disease. According to the CDC, there are also post and pre-exposure medicines that you can take to prevent contracting AIDS. There is no cure to AIDS right now, but there are medicines that help reduce the effects, which are some meds that Magic Johnson takes to be able to live his life day to day. By understanding the history of AIDS, the effects it has on the body, and what is being done to prevent AIDS from being spread, inform society with the cause and effects of having the disease. You know the history of AIDS and its appearance in the United States, the way it attacks your body, leaving it as an easy prey for other deadly diseases. Thankfully, with all the advancement and technology, we're able to prevent the disease but not eradicate it completely. Hopefully you can take better precautions in your day-to-day life. You never know who might be carrying this disorder. Personally, I have a cousin who actually has AIDS, and just seeing him get older, you could just kind of see how it affects his day-to-day basis, from being able to run and play with all the kids. He's kind of slower, a little bit weaker, more tired. It's just not something I personally would want for my family to have or for anyone else's family, which is exactly why it's good to just be safe, practice safe sex, don't share needles, don't be bad, and basically that is all. Thank you.